More prophetic words have yet to be uttered in regards to the Biden presidency than when Jill Biden, the future, not quite yet, the future First Lady, tweeted out decency is on the ballot just a few short days before the 2020 presidential election. Because guess what, guys? The adults were going to be coming back to the room, and over the past 3 years, we have seen what the adults being back in the room has done. Wars on multiple fronts with a lot of U.S. interference, inflation continuing to soar out of control, one of the biggest black eyes in U.S. armed forces history with the withdrawal from Afghanistan. More people dying under Biden than they did under Trump thanks to the Wu flu, a supply chain crisis that drove prices through the roof and supply through the floor. But we could be here all goddamn day if we were going to talk about all of the accomplishments, all of the decent things that Joe Biden has done as president, but we would be leaving out something that is just giving us, just a little bit of a reminder of how decent Joe Biden and his presidency is, because a Senate staffer, for a Democratic senator, by the way, go figure, who allegedly filmed public sex in Congress, ousted from Ben Cardin's office. Yep. Remember, guys, they're the decent party. They are the party of good morals, of good, decent people having gay sex in the Senate hearing room. Interesting. But let's be completely honest. There's just an instance of one twink getting reamed out in this one, and it's not the Constitution this time around. So there's been more of a desecration in those halls before. So I don't know why we're getting our panties in a bunch over this. A U.S. Senate staffer allegedly caught filming himself having sex in a Judiciary Committee hearing room no longer has his job. Senator Ben Cardin, a Democrat from Maryland, great, said on X. Aidan Maese-Czeropski, dick sucker, is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. We will have no further comment on this personnel matter. Of course not. MC Dickenballs, a 24-year-old legislative aide, was accused of posting a video of himself in flagrant delicto? Sure, with another man. Oh, I guess that's a fun way that you can say, bent over one of the seats in the hearing chamber. His face appeared to be clearly visible, according to the Spectator, which first broke the story on Friday. Thankfully, I was mostly off of social media on large portions of Friday and quite a bit of Saturday as well, so I didn't see the fact that there were a bunch of stupid tradcucks that were out there posting this going, look at the hypocrisy, look what Democrats are doing. It's like, yeah, great, you're just out there spreading around gay corn. I have no idea what the hell you guys think that you're doing, trying to own the libs on this one, but get that shit out of here. Fuck's sakes. All I seen was a couple of still pictures, like the one that's just over there of just that fucking wannabe swimmer just about ready to get his lower back painted. What the hell are you doing? Okay. Roughly, I don't really need to have it detailed to me. 8 seconds of intercourse allegedly took place in the same room where the nominees for the Supreme Court are grilled by senators. It's so funny, man. That would be the same place where Joe Biden tried to drag Clarence Thomas across the coals for a joke that never happened about a pube on a Coke can. Go ahead and compare and contrast that right there, okay? The Anita Hill story to somebody getting fucking piped down in the viewing gallery. Unbelievable. And where former FBI boss James Comey once testified about alleged Russian collusion interference. At least something equally as gay happened there. A graphic video of the moment was published at the Daily Caller Friday evening. Yeah, and then it started to go viral on Saturday, and I was totally off on there. Not seeing any of it, thank the fucking Lord. United States Capitol Police, when they're not too busy shooting unarmed protesters, launched a probe into potential criminal violations. Yeah, because you're never going to get that smell out of the hearing room after a video began circulating. Like, I mean, if you would have put his picture in a lineup of who's likely to suck dick at the Capitol, his picture would definitely be one of those where it's like, I don't know if I'd pick it first and foremost, depending on the rest of the lineup, but would I be surprised? I don't really think so. And why is it the party that preaches about diversity, inclusion, and equity type policies always has old, stodgy white people in charge? It's almost like they want you to do what they say and not what they do. Unless it involves doo-doo, then it is just simply in the Senate hearing room. Maese-Czeropski. Okay, previously was featured in an ad for President Biden. Yeah, about that. Earning a shout out from his mother's now deleted X account. Yeah, of course. Thank you for including my son, Aidan, in your thoughtful message to everyone who has supported you, the staffer's mother said in a November 2020 post. He has worked tirelessly with the DNC. Yes, exactly. I've seen the injuries of his campaign. He's got scuffed up knees and he's doing this with his jaw. You know that he's working really hard, not getting enough sleep. Congratulations to all. The same year, he apparently wrote to the payment platform Venmo, I want Joe Biden to spit. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, his dusty old ass needs as much fucking moisture as he can muster, so I don't think he's going to be, spreading around any saliva anytime soon, you fucking weirdo. In a statement on LinkedIn, the former staffer admitted that he had shown poor judgment. What, you didn't tell him to wear a bag? This has been a difficult time for me. Imagine getting caught fucking in Congress. Like, yo, shout out Bill Clinton. At least he kept it in the Oval Office. But then trying to play yourself as the victim. Yo, what the fuck, man? As I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. If you think bitches cope bad, holy. He wrote, I love my job and I would never disrespect my workplace. Brother, okay? I got news for you. You already disgraced it. Not as much as the people that are normally there, but close. But it would be alright if they were more like you in Congress, mostly because if they had that many chairs that were there, at least 3 times more people could show up to it. MC could not immediately be reached for comment. He was too busy crying into his pillow, not because he got caught, it's just because certain things hurt. Mazi Sipper, whatever. Aidan, we're just gonna call him Aidan. I ain't pronouncing no fucking Polish last name. Polish. Appropriate. Story was met with wide public mockery from the DC chattering class with disgrace. With George Santos leading the way. My man. My favorite congressional storyteller. Having sex in a United States government building and filming it is the reason you got heat. You being gay and having gay sex and nobody gives a rat's ass. That's exactly 1000% the case, but already the apologetics have been fucking rolling out. Look at the way that they characterize this nonsense. Ex-Senate staffer in alleged sex tape snafu. Sex tape, it's just a snafu, guys. May have exposed himself to legal trouble. Oh boy, what indecent exposure? Does DC still have sodomy laws on the book? What the fuck? Okay. Jonathan Turley. Okay, so at least he got like an actual good lawyer to opine on this. In a blog post asserted what possible charge the 24-year-old former legislative aide for retiring Senator Ben Cardin could face over the X-rated conduct. Staffers have access to such rooms, but the question is whether this unofficial use could constitute trespass. It also uses an official area for personal purposes, though it is not clear if there were any commercial benefits garnered from the video found on various sites. Well, also, there could be like a vandalism claim here as well, depending on how everything finished. Footage of the tryst, they are taking place on a table where senators ask questions in the hearing room. I wonder if it was cleaned. I'm sure there were probably some volunteers that were signing up and tried to use their tongue. Capitol Police have since confirmed that they are aware of the situation. Oh, we're aware of it. What are you going to do about it? We're aware of it. All right. Aidan is no longer employed. We know that Cardin, 80. Holy fuck, man. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Why the fuck, okay? Because you see an 80-year-old out in public. You just want to help them across the street, okay? You get bored of their fucking stories the 17th time that they repeat themselves in a 3-paragraph issue. Why the fuck are they the ones that are running all the countries? Like, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. You would just go ahead and normally sit this person down at a home, but they're out there deciding how your money is getting spent in other countries around the world. What the fuck are we doing, man? He was named a temporary replacement for the late... for dying fine. They went and appointed an 80-year-old to replace the seat of a fucking dying, dead 90-year-old. What in the blue hell? On the Senate Judiciary Committee earlier this year, which may have been how his staffer had access to the Hart Senate office building, room at 216. But the question may be whether this was access under legal authority for a staffer. I highly doubt it. I don't think Cardin was like, I want to do that gay shit. Just fucking head on down to the 216 room. Already smells like shit in there anyways. What the fuck? What's the worst that could happen? Stay off my favorite chair, you little fucker. Also key to potential charges would be whether the explicit acts in the locked Senate room are deemed to be, in public, according to Turley. Yeah, it's technically, which also, because that would be a really weird admission. Okay, it's taking place on public grounds because it's taxpayer money, so theoretically that's what the United States Capitol should be. But what about all of those people from January 6th that got charged with trespassing? Like, Aidan and his partner got charged with a different type of trespassing. That was a belabored joke, but it works. It's fine. But could they stupidly make that concession? Because that would be fun. Staffer was initially not identified under the article published by the Daily Caller, probably because it's like, well, there's just so many closeted gays in Washington, we have a tough time picking them out of a lineup, which claimed the blurred 8 seconds of footage of amateur youth originated from a private group for, gay men and politics. Yes, it's called lindseygraham.org. The site does not appear to generate revenue. Oh, good. It's not monetized. They don't have all of their butt fucking monetized. Congratulations. Which could have bearing on political or potential charges discussed above. Using the congressional space for commercial purposes can factor into possible charges. Exactly, because then the IRS will get involved, and they're well apprised of getting their pound of flesh, and they're like, hey. This is our town, buddy. But Gabe Kaminsky here, cataloging previous Venmo transactions from the staffer, sexual favors, strip dancers, etc. Gross. This is Washington, so it's probably not going to be all that unfamiliar. Supposedly salacious payments, the former staffer on Venmo, yes, have been uncovered in the aftermath of the very public ordeal. And mostly because, okay, for as stupid as it was to go, hey, take a look at this video and see how degenerate Democrats are, we're probably going to find a bunch of interesting stuff that'll end up happening here, hopefully just blowing this wide open. Pause. Because I'm far more interested in the finance side of this and hearing ass cheeks get clapped. But then again, that's just me. I'm a numbers guy. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.